Depends on how the case comes out. Typically, when you've been arrested for a DUI, the report goes to the prosecutor in San Mateo County or any other county that you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and they decide how they're going to charge you. Now, something to know about San Mateo County, especially as we get into the later months of 2023, they've been very slow to charge a lot of cases. We're not sure what the main reason is, but sometimes it's taken 2, 3, 5, 6, or many more months for them to charge you. They have up to a year to charge you on a misdemeanor DUI. That's a year from the date of arrest. If this is a second offense, or if there's a high alcohol level, or they've got high speed, you're driving really fast, enhancements on there. If you refuse to take a chemical test, there are enhanced penalties that can happen. And with an experienced DUI lawyer who knows how to negotiate these cases, if we can't make the case go away, we're trying to get the charges reduced, penalties reduced. And so those enhanced, charges that carry mandatory minimum penalties, we're trying to avoid those. But the types of things that you face, say for a high alcohol level, if you end up being convicted of having a 0.15 or a 0.20 or higher, you may need to do especially with a 0.20, you probably need to do a 9-month DUI school instead of a 3-month DUI school. That often happens. With the high speed enhancements, those are very scary for a lot of people because they carry a mandatory 60 additional days in jail if you're convicted of a DUI. So that's something that your attorney, your experienced DUI attorney, don't just hire someone who sends you a letter. That's usually a mistake because that usually means they're not that experienced and they're soliciting you and letting everybody at your house know that you got a DUI, which is not okay. But you need an experienced attorney to try and make that charge go away. And that's something that we've been able to do. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and I've never had a client in San Mateo County have to plead out when charged with that high-speed enhancement. So bit of luck there, but also good lawyering over the years and knowing what is important to my clients, namely staying out of jail, trying to avoid convictions, getting charges reduced, eventually getting their cases expunged. There's a lot that goes into these cases, and that's why, having someone represent you who focuses on DUI defense instead of general criminal defense or other types of cases is critical. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But it is a very good, solid opinion because it's like if you're a doctor, or if you're a patient, I should say, and you need a doctor and you need brain surgery, you're not going to go to a general practitioner to do that. You're going to go to someone who focuses on brain surgery, someone who has a good reputation. You're going to ask around, you're going to research, because this is really important, as is who's defending you on a DUI case in court, at the DMV, who's communicating with you. There's just so much that's going on here. Other types of aggravated charges or things that can affect the penalties in San Mateo County and other Bay Area counties. A lot of times people will refuse to take a chemical test and get charged with that. We can often make that charge go away in San Mateo County, but the problem usually comes up with DMV, where it's a lot tougher to make the refusal go away. And if you are convicted in court, or more likely suspended in DMV for refusing to take a chemical test, you're looking at 1 year of no driving. That's with no restrictions, no ignition interlock, nothing. So it's really important to get an experienced DUI lawyer when you're facing a refusal to take a chemical test allegation or charge. There's a lot of different types of enhancements that are out there, multiple offenses, and having kids in the car, that's a big one. That can often turn these cases into felonies, reckless driving. I can go on and on. There's probation violations, all these different types of charges, enhance these cases. And we're always trying to take something that's like this and get it as close to this and this, which is zero penalty, as possible.